So here we go. In the Bank of America stage, for now remains the man in goal, although the arrival of Alisson may soon alter that. Nathaniel Klein is at right back after all his injury problems last season, and alongside without the likes of Mane, Firmino and co following the World Cup, for obvious reasons, as they rest and prepare. A new man in goal this season for Borussia Dortmund as well, Marvin Hitz, adding to the competition with Roman Burki also resting up after the World Cup, but Hitz is a Christian Pulisic. But a heavy emphasis on youth here by Lucien Favre, their new manager. Marius Wolf, side from Eintracht Frankfurt. So even with the last strains of the Anfield anthem ringing out here, Shaheen, another of Klopp's close confidence once upon a time.
Well, they've signed some fabulous players and got a real talented squad.
That's one of them trying to carve away through the middle of the field there, Fabinho. Karius, well, he's presented that, and he's going to escape any further punishment this time round, and he breathes again. Manchester City game that nobody was holding back.
No, it was a good tempo to the game. Here we see the incident. Karius straight to him, and he should get it on target from there. You know, it's a good chance very early in the game.
Shaheen again. Liverpool know about him, of course, as well, don't they? And that's a tidy ball by him to Toljan. There was nothing wrong with the pullback, except that Max Philip was...
A lot of things here, because there is a chance for young players, because there is so many players missing from the World Cup, senior players, to put themselves in the shop window to manage to say, listen, I'm good enough to come and play. And like I say...
Here goes Philip. Well, that might have been a back pass. Van Dijk was alert, and happily that was the case done as well. Camacho, been a bit quiet so far. Steered it into a very dangerous area. Coolly done in the end by Toljan. And short by Camacho. Robertson. Free header. Opening goal for Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool lead in the 25th minute. So they've been taking a fair amount of pressure for a while, but really this is the first time they've threatened from a set piece. Robertson has so much room, Pat, doesn't he? And so too Van Dijk.
Yeah, they switched off at the corner kick. Dortmund, nobody got out. Robertson loads of time on the ball. Van Dijk just ambles into the 6-yard box. Free header, nobody near them. Good header, but straight past the goalkeeper. Good start for Liverpool. But a good ball again. Spoke about Robertson. Delivery last year, very good. Here we see him again. Great ball into the box. You can't leave Van Dijk on his own there. Fantastic header. Game for Alana, you know, in the games in the melting pot, the teams are getting forward because he has got energy and he does get forward, which is probably something they lacked a little bit in the World Cup from midfield.
Now Dahoud tries to inject something for Dortmund. They've been quiet for the last 10-15 minutes. Where are the options here? Well, eventually it's reached Wolf. Phillips waiting for a cross. Karius is able to drop on it, and look at Nuria.
Here's the chance, and again, ball played out to Wolf from Badu. He should pull it back just on the edge of the box, and he doesn't pull it back, and Dahoud is fuming with him for not pulling it back. He's in a great position, you see here. Look, his hands out, look, roll it back to me. Strikes on goal.
Last season, once he moved to Borussia Dortmund with all the expectation on his shoulders. Hitz judged that well. Just a little lean on the shoulder of Origi. So Dortmund with all these relative rookies defensively, and they've got some work to do here, and they were very fortunate to survive. Very fortunate indeed. Schmelzer he couldn't stop the cross coming in, and somehow it eluded 3 or 4 others for Liverpool when it did come in. Liverpool looking menacing here. Steered just over the top by Milner.
Yeah, it's good by Milner here, just gets it out. See, using a Dortmund player just to bend around, trying to find that top left-hand corner. Here we see it. Great strike from Milner, not too far away. I don't think...
Ancient history now, of course. The game moves on so quickly, doesn't it? Liverpool looking the part here again, but Hitz doesn't have to make the save. Angle opened up a little bit for Sturridge. Naby Keita has made
short, which he has.
This is where the goal came from, of course. Different routine this time. Back to Milner. Hitz couldn't get to it. And Liverpool so close to a second one. Solanke.
Yeah, it's poor play from Dortmund again. Like I said, it got warning in the first half. The goal, Robertson's cross, Van Dijk's header. This is no different. Milner's short one. Marino knocks it back to him, and he just stands it up at the back post for Solanke header. He's very unlucky because he's done the right thing. Headed it back across the goal. Here we see Milner, great ball, stand up to the back post, head it back across the goal, and it's just unfortunate falls on the wrong side of the post.
Bockhorn. Layoff by Pulisic was quite short, and that's muscular. Excellent piece of work by Woodburn. Liverpool got men free here. Must be two now. Hitz somehow survives, and so did Dortmund.
Fantastic ball in behind for Ojo. Hitz made a fantastic save in the last game. He's made a great save there with his feet as well, but Ojo should score then. Here we see the challenge again. Gets on the ball. Just a collision after the tackle. Nothing in it for me.
Karius got out. Bockhorn. Götze arrived in the box, and Liverpool were a little bit slow to see that. Given away by Solanke. Suddenly Dortmund have come to life now. Pulisic looking for a penalty, and he's got one.
Yeah, it's amazing football, and Liverpool were all the chances, 1-0 up, coasting in the game. And like I said in the first half, it's the first time they've driven at the Liverpool defence. Pulisic that time driving into the box, taken down for a penalty kick.
And the question here for me is whether Pulisic fancies taking it, remembering that Mario Götze got one against Manchester City. But Pulisic on to energise Dortmund. It's just happened. And he wants to double it up and give the American fans a big treat here by taking and scoring the penalty himself. He took it off Götze, so he needs to score it. Yeah,
he's back home, isn't he? He wants to put on a show. Chance for Karius to show what he can do in the goal for Liverpool.
This would be a sweet moment for Loris Karius. Pulisic beats him down the middle. Dortmund back on level terms, and I'm not sure I can explain how that has happened, but that's why we love football.
Yeah, like I said, that's football. Like you say, Liverpool created 2 or 3 good chances previous to that. Babin, I think he just run straight into
and
him,
Milner before him. Maybe there was a little contact by Milner, but straight down the middle from Pulisic, no problem there. It's behind Moreno. That was nice by him. Keita, brilliant from him. And it just eluded Woodburn. Milner wins it back. Ben Woodburn again! Straight at Marvin. Solanke. Oh, it's a great little ball feathered into the path of Moreno. Nothing wrong with the run of Moreno. Hummels. He and Lucas Piszczek, really, of the old guard, are the only 2 survivors now. Here's Keita. Irrepressible. Him. Here is Gomez, and the flag has stayed down, and Liverpool are in here. Keita wanted it played early, it didn't come. All that gets a corner.
Yeah, he's caught 2 minds, I think, a little bit on that side of the pitch. Gomez, you know, he got in a great position, but he didn't pick anybody.
Goes along eventually. Well, the player who threw himself at Mario Götze. Again, good headway made down that left for Dortmund. Marcel Schmelzer. It's a good cut back to Pulisic. And he's only gone and won it for Borussia Dortmund. Christian Pulisic. What an interception. What an intervention in the second half by probably the USA's #1 international player. And he's done it here in North Carolina for Borussia Dortmund. But how are Liverpool losing this game?
Like we said it was a bit of an Achilles heel, but it's a fantastic outpost. Great build-up play down the left-hand side. You know, they play the ball out from their own 6-yard box, pass it all the way through into Pulisic. Good finish as well from just outside the penalty spot. Here we see ball crossed in from Schmelzer, takes it out with his feet, and it's a good finish as well from him. And he has given him, like I said earlier on, he's given him a little bit of energy, a little bit of drive in the second half.
So from 1-0 down to 2-1 up with time almost up here for Borussia Dortmund. An amazing turnaround. He's made his presence felt, hasn't he, Götze? He may not have the legs, but the touch and the intelligence. And here's Pulisic on a hat-trick. And still, Karius can't keep it out. I'm afraid it is all over now for Liverpool. It's 3 for Borussia Dortmund, and this remarkable turnaround is complete. And Christian Pulisic again played a huge part in it. And it's not a very good moment, I'm afraid, here again for Loris Karius.
No, he's onside as well, checking for offside, but he's got to bash that away from the goal. If he doesn't hold on to it, it's got to get away. You know, Pulisic again tormenting the Liverpool defence, gets around Mourinho, gets a shot on goal. Karius has got to do better than that. Get it away from the goal, don't knock it back into the 6-yard box.
I'll tell you something else, Pat. If Larsson doesn't knock the rebound in, I think it has to be a penalty.
Yeah, he's all over him, like you say. He's just reacted to. He's got both hands around him there, and he does well because he's pulling it back as he's striking it. Strikes when he played a half. He's worked tremendously hard in this second half.
Might have been another save for Karius to make. And it is now all over, and this fairly remarkable turnaround in favour of Borussia Dortmund has been completed. When Virgil van Dijk put Liverpool in front from the set piece, there seemed only one team in it, quite honestly. Borussia Dortmund made wholesale changes.